Welcome to Pumatarian Podcast.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I am Ronald Johnson, your Publitarian, coming to you again with another podcast. This is episode 4. And I made such good show notes, I had to question that when I said that. But yeah, here we are, episode 4. Thanks for being here. So let's get right into it with this segment that I like to call Swipe for Cancer. If you are a smartphone user, you can play along at home. Especially if you're an iPhone user, all you have to do is swipe and you will get your Apple news feed. And what's very dastardly about this news feed is that you can't really turn it off. The news feed is there. You can scream at it about what news sources you want to listen to, but they're going to give you liberal news sources whether you like it or not. So that's why I call it Swipe for Cancer. You swipe, and there it is. There's the cancer. So I'm just going to do this in real time, and we're going to go through the news of the day of what Silicon Valley thinks is important to us and what they think is newsworthy. So here we go. I'm swiping. Tension in Gaza after deadliest day since 2014. That's from BBC News. That headline should have read, historic, amazing... Israel. Time in Israel. Our embassy over there, I know you've been paying attention to the news, but the embassy in Israel to the United States has moved from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. This is hugely biblical and historic and something that Israel's been looking forward to for, decades. And every modern American president said they were going to do it and has either caved to the pressure or just been a cuck and not done it. And so now we've done it, and the world has lost their collective minds over it. So that's what the headline should have read, but instead I've assumed the headline was going to be about the quote-unquote protesters and by the Palestinians. And they're just, peace-loving, amazing, awesome people that just happen to send their young men and women in as suicide bombers and, cannon fodder, basically. So that was that cancerous headline. We're going to move on. Keith Richards explains how he got rid of Trump nearly 30 years ago. Yes, that's newsworthy from the Huffington Post. That's the news that I needed to hear today. Usually when you swipe, it's all anti-Trump. GOP Golden Boy mails it in. This is from Politico. I'm not even going into to read the news headlines. And you know what? They're banking on you just looking at the headline. They're really not wanting you to read it either. They're just wanting you to get that little thing implanted into your cerebellum that the world hates Donald J. Trump. Or the world hates Western civilization. I mean, that's just all it is now. That's just all the news is. It's cancer, and that's why I'm calling this segment. Here we go. More headlines. The deadly violence in Gaza, and those quote-unquote protesters, terrorists, shouldn't be getting any kind of news coverage at all, in my humble opinion. It just makes me sick. So anyway, that was Swipe for Cancer. I just thought I would do that in real time because it's rare that you will swipe and not get some kind of cucked news. And then this isn't necessarily a clip show, but there is this clip that you guys have got to hear. This audio clip is just like freaking gold. I'm sure you guys know who Candace Owens is. She was originally Red Pill Black on YouTube. Young black woman who accidentally fell into the conservative free thought movement. And she posted this clip on her Twitter of this guy, Henry Davis, just going off about Kanye and black Democrats escaping the plantation, and it is freaking gold. His YouTube, Henry Davis, it'll be the first thing that comes up if you search it on the DuckDuckGo search engine that I told you about, which I'm sure you're using. So I'm going to play this clip now of him, and he is just going off about Kanye's free thought and the other dude that was in that rap battle with him with that track that Kanye released. Check it out.
World, hello everyone. My name is Henry Davis. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. As you can see, I'm a black Donald Trump supporter. And I just want to give my remarks about Kanye West, his new song, rather more of a conversation with it sounds like T.I. First of all, fuck him, Kanye. You damn right, Kanye. Make America godly again. Make America great again. You said the right damn thing. It's about time some motherfucking black people start standing up, some rich black people start standing up and start talking about what the fuck is going on with all us other black people stuck on this goddamn plantation. And then T.I. said something to the effect of, it sounds like Donald Trump wrote you. If you just listen to the way he talk, he sounds stupid as a motherfucker. Fuck him. And Kanye said the right thing when he said, what I'm supposed to talk about, crack? What I'm supposed to talk about, fucking your bitch? What I'm supposed to talking about, killing each other because it's cultural? Damn right. Don't nobody want to hear that shit. Every time somebody turn on the radio, that's why I don't even listen to black rap no more. Every time you turn on the goddamn radio, motherfucker talking about either twerking they fucking booty, getting high, or killing each other. And then T.I. gonna have this what really pissed me off when he talk about Donald Trump represent white supremacy and genocide. We supposed to forget about all of that. Man, if you don't sit your stupid ass down, genocide is every time you turn on your goddamn TV and you see a young black man or a young black woman dead in the motherfucking street at the hands of another black person. You damn right, Kanye. Damn right, Kanye. Damn right, Kanye. I'm with you, brother. And just for that, I'm finna put you in my new book called The Coon. Now, I ain't got shit to lose. Talking about, aren't you, what T.I. say some shit about, the risk you gonna lose or some shit like that. Man, shut the fuck up. Us grown-ass black people tired of this shit, this woe-ass me before age slavery shit. I ain't never been a motherfucking slave. I don't know no goddamn slave. I ain't never picked no goddamn cotton. But I know one thing, I'm out here in these motherfucking streets trying to make it at the hands of these old puss-ass, punk-ass Democrats. Damn right, Kanye. Go Trump or cry. Fuck him.
That's right. Keep it going. Keep it going for this guy. Henry Davis. Saying what needs to be said. Wow. Such a good clip. Seriously. I am so thankful that black people, African Americans, are finally waking up. They're finally seeing it. That they're finally putting two and two together and saying, hey, Republicans, conservatives, libertarians, these guys aren't our enemy. That they're espousing the same ideals that we have. And we've been told a lie since, Lyndon B. Johnson's Great Society in 1964. People love to brandish that quote by him, by the way, that says we'll have these N-words voting Democrat for the next, 50 years. But that's from a book that somebody wrote about him, and I don't know if he ever actually said that or not. I mean, there's no audio, and as far as I can see, it's not in any writings. I mean, given the nastiness of Lyndon B. Johnson, it's not that much of a stretch. But anyway, he gets that quote attributed to him all the time, and I've never seen actual 100% proof that he said it. But anyway, the main theme of what I wanted you guys to take away from this podcast today, it's going to be shorter than the ones I normally do. The answer being yes. And what I meant by that is our different sides of the aisle always want to blame different things for the problems in America and Western society. And what I would like for us to do is just to take it out to 30,000 feet and just realize that the answer is yes. And what do I mean by that? Because you'll have hippies and people on the left going, well, it's the evil corporations, man. These corporations are just bleeding Mother Earth dry, man. They're just pillaging and trampling upon our souls, dude. It's fucking corporations, man. Yes, the answer is yes. That is true. And back in my flag-waving, elephant-riding Republican days, I would totally disagree with you. And I'd be like, hey, man, they're just out there trying to make a buck. But the Obama presidency has red-pilled me to, yes, it is. Yes, it is evil corporations. There are big, evil corporations, just like you said, Mr. Hippie, that want to squash us down. And then you've got people on the right that are like, no, it's not the corporations, it's government. Government is the problem. Government is all evil. Government is 100% the problem to what's going on in America and in our society. Yes, you're right. Government is the problem. See that? The answer was yes to that too. And people say, well, no, it's because we're not spanking our kids anymore. There's no discipline in the household. Yes, the answer is yes. Or some other person might say, well, we've taken prayer out of schools. We've taken God out of schools. And, I'm not your preacher. I'm not going to sit here and preach to you. I am a Christian, even though you may not believe that by seeing what's on my my Instagram. But yes, the answer is yes. So take a step back. It's one of the things that made my transition into being what I call a publitarian. Take a step back. Take it back to 30,000 feet, as the great Bongino says, and look at it. The answer is yes. Yes, it's evil corporations. Yes, it's government, because now we have, I hate calling it crony fascism. It's cronyism, where government is in bed with big corporations and vice versa. And yes, prayer was taken out of schools. Yes, God was taken out of schools. Yes, there is no more discipline. There are no more consequences for our children. The answer is yes. So again, let's all unite, because our answer is yes. So now that we know the answer is yes, let's do what we talked about in my first podcast and start uniting. Now we know all the problems. They've all been identified. Like I said, the black community is finally starting to unite and red pill themselves and see what's going on. A lot of Democrats that have been forcefully pushed to the radical left are waking up and seeing what's going on. And I hear a lot of doom and gloom from our side of the aisle. And we're winning, guys. Look around. The culture war is starting to be won by us. And it's an exciting time to be alive, actually. So yeah, keep fighting the good fight. That's probably going to be it for me today. I did a little bit of self-realization while I was doing this podcast. I was like, man, my podcasts really end up being serious, and I'm not trying to make them serious because I'm actually, like making people laugh and I like entertaining. But then when I start doing these and, my free thought starts happening, I end up delving into serious topics, and it's not... It's not my meme self like it is on Instagram. So I apologize to that, because I know you're probably on this podcast to be entertained and hear audio of the person that does all the great memes on Instagram. You like how I'm calling my memes great? Yeah. So anyway, thanks for joining me today for this podcast. And you can email me at publitarian@gmail.com. You can check out the podcast. I'm assuming you got it from Libsyn, publitarian.libsyn, LIBSYN is in Nancy.com. Or maybe you got it off of iTunes. Please leave me some comments or something, so I know if I'm doing a shit job, a good job, or you want me to fuck off, go away. Anything is constructive. I'll take any criticism. So thanks for joining me today. You guys have a good one. See ya.